Hmm. Uh, so it's showing up the golden number saying, oh, wait, oh, it's went on the red. Yep, that's it recording. I thought it was going to crash. Alright, well, my name is Ross. My channel is called Chaos of Ross. I do basically more action platforming and some basically horror. More action horror, but more anime co-op games. Um, mhm. It was well for me. I've always dreamed and when I always wanted my own channel, but I was more likely the nervous type to get one. So my friends they kept going and asking me to make my own channel, and fair enough. I did play a lot of games, but it's just that I never recorded. But when the first time I got my channel up and running, I bought up the first ever game I was going to play was Slenderman. Uh, that one I will never forget. Never forget. I was going to make it two options, like you make it two titles, like either Drunk Chaos uh, versus Slenderman, or no, but I made a promise that I would play it by just drinking water or any other beverages I could think of. Yeah, and I played that and I couldn't complete it. Honestly, I felt my entire arm shaking. It felt like I was a chicken. And mm, no, no, no. I promised myself I will not play a horrifying game unless if I get asked so many times, then I will probably play it. But I will, yeah, but not a scary game. Anything that's platforming, I'm happy. I'm happy to put my hands up on that. Yeah. Last of Us. Mm. Mm. uh, mm, mm, yeah. That was that was that is a wee bit, you know, half the day when I first got the Dead Space 3 game, and I heard it was coming out in co-op, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to play on co-op, and I'm going to search somebody who's played it before. The first name it popped up was Rick, and he was looking for someone as well. So I asked him, I said in my message saying, do you have a mic? And he says, yeah. So we both got our PS3 mics on, and then we started talking, and everything. We just started talking about games that was from great history that he knows and that games I know, and I also talking about certain games I've played like he's never heard of before. But me and him were the first ones managed to stick with the game. We made a promise that we won't play anymore unless he was on it. So we stuck to our pact and we made a team. Officially called the Bad Beep one, but well, that we managed to complete the game. It took a lot of hours and a lot of concentrating on it, but we did get a lot of jump scares from it. Including especially for me, because there was ones that I played Carver and I jumped about Waze Clinton, and he would tell you all about that one. He would tell you a lot about that, but it was scary. It was. When it was co-op, I thought, you know what, I'm thinking they did took off the horror part of it, but they didn't. They told a lot of lies on that Dead Space. See, I survived it from the first and the second game of it, and I couldn't play the first one because I threw that away. I threw that way out the window because so I didn't really like that. But the second one, I got a good chance on it. I did get a good chance to play that, and I completed right through that because I played the word difficulty on it. And so we just played quite a lot of games, and I got him into Aliens, Corner Marines, and Fear 3. Yep. Luke was the one who was telling me about it, and I loved it because I'm a big, huge Alien fan. I've completed the very first one of the for the PS1, way up to the other PS1 game of it, and I've played all the Aliens vs Predator games, not the ones for the PC, but pardon me, but the ones for the PS2, Aliens vs Predator Extinction. But I did play the Aliens vs Predator for the PS3 and started playing Corner Moons, and then I got hooked on it and I started showing him how to survive and play it. But he got used to it, he got right through it anyway. Yeah, yeah. But when this new one comes out, I'm definitely going to find out if it's got co-op because I'm going to try and get. Well, if you want, you can join in the game with work. It's not. Well, that's good. But I'm hoping it's a full-way co-op because I'm really wanting to definitely hoping it's a co-op. I've watched all the movies of it, and I even tried to puzzle it through the games, the plus two new games that was coming out from it. But mm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I told Luke why he was telling me why is that big alien so big, and I says, well, that's the Queen's daughter. To me that is the Queen's daughter because there's no way that you can see it in that big in your entire life. You know, there's no way because I remember my dad used to have a big book, the art book of it, and it shows you every different detail of the alien, different types, and like runners, the really four-legged dogs ones. They were the funniest in the third movie, but I just don't think the movie was no good. But I got a lot of experience from them. Like when the first couple of horror games, they were the first person shooters. Yeah. Shows your. Oh yeah. Yep. I think you can create a wee bomb like from Last of Us. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, we will see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple of Nerf guns myself. I got the yeah. Yeah. That was a great shot. Yeah. He keep, he, he says to me he keeps about, I don't know, 5 or 4 weapons unloaded, but the guns he's got is something from aliens. That one there he's got there, that's definitely from looking like an alien gun, like a pulse rifle. But it sounds it, but the sound that comes from that sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Down. Yep. Yeah. Mm. Oh, I'm here to. At first, I've never really I never liked it, but I've been getting quite good at it and been helping. Luke was the one that the graduate on me wanted me to get it, so he was teaching me how to play, how to duck and cover, and telling me the voice actors that was in it, who was doing them, and also he was telling me a wee history from the last couple of games of the Army of Two. But well, yeah, and also he was showing me the actors of from the third game of it. It was the one who was a couple of rappers, I think it was a couple of rappers. I can't remember their names again, but I've got used to it and I've really completed it. What's your what? No, the third one, just the third one. Well, I've managed to get all my favourite weapons that was on it because I always wanted my favourite Farmus, I think it was, or the G30, yep, that's it, G36. That's one of my favourite weapons in it. I used to play quite a lot of that with the Left 4 Dead 2. No, that. Mhm. Yes, you told me. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Well, my goals. This is this is kind of like a hard one. My goals were to make other people laugh and play horror games that you make them play. Also, just to get a good fun out it, get a good fun off the channel, and just to make a lot of people happy. And if one day if they came back from work and they feel really down or something, and if they see my video, they'll probably have a great laugh from it, just to relax and enjoy that. But my biggest goal I want to do on my channel was to do live streaming, and hopefully, one day I can do some charity for it, for it. Yeah. Mm. Mm. And also, it's just that I want to make I don't want to do it for myself, for my channel. It's just that I want to make it for do it for the guys, for all the guys that's there who watches the channel, and just to give them keep their hopes up, and make them happy and get a great laugh. Mm. Mm. Yeah, of course. Mm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I think we should get you a shrink and a straight jacket, and also a couple of darts into your bum. Mm. 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 Right. Well, for trading as well, I have to go to the nearest shopping centre in us like in Glasgow. So the best way to get to the shopping centre, or either to the town, I have to go to the town, it's like the Glasgow town, or either Clydebank. The best place I went for it was the first time was the cashing generators, and they're like a best shop to go for. All you need to do is like just find something that's ideable, like anything that's right anything that's got your house address, and you can take in about any type of game in for there. And it's like you can take in CDs. So I went and took about a couple of CDs, also about 4 or 5 games, and no. I keep my Nerf guns way inside them. I keep them. Uh, that's my pal. I mean, my pal comes in and fixes it. He fixes them. It just gives them the body, so I keep them there. But for my games, I got about for five. I had about like the £18 from each. Well, no each, but about £8 for the Resident Evil 5, and also for another game I played where it was Dead Space. Um, the other ones were about like £5 roughly each for the other two, and for the CDs they were just a pennies. They were just like pennies, you know that. And I thought that's good. I thought I'll get that, and I'll probably get like a wee network card, PlayStation network card, and try and get myself like a couple of online games and stuff from the store. Because I love going in the store now for me, and it's quite easier for me to look for the games I really want to look for. But I was quite tempted for some of them, but I couldn't really put my finger on it for that. So I decided to go and get games from Steam for for my gaming tower. I call it my own brand new. Yep, I call it, what's it called? What do I call it? Leather. Leather. Aye. This thing, aye. And for my tower I call that my big baby. The big tank. It took me hours to try and get this thing set up, because I have to carry it from my pal's house from to my house, and it took about an hour to try and drag this thing to up to my house, because the tower's that big and bulky, and the monitor, that was easy. I just carried that the one thing. My pal was carrying this big heavy lifty thing, you know. But we did come back and set it up, and I just flashed my gamer PC. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. PC and PlayStation 3 gamer. Uh. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Right. Well, mm. Oh God, oh God. That'll be either on Facebook or either on Skype or even um, on YouTube. I might probably look about on YouTube. Well, um, Chaos Rodos. Mm-hmm. Yep. And yeah, yeah, that'll be. Yep. And also, I have an icon. I'll be having a new icon soon, and it'll be this. This is heavy. Oh no, because if I was wearing this and it was like that, I'll probably have my head first into my keyboard. It might break my keyboard. But it sounds. Yep. He has a nasty name. His nickname. I'll take. It's okay. I'll take that in. Right. See you guys. Hopefully I see you one bite.